G'day and welcome to Game 2 between Atlantis and NeonEsports in this lower bracket elimination match, Southeast Asian regional qualifiers for TI11. Of course, for these teams, it might mean a little bit extra this TI round because TI are being held in Singapore. A lot of these players might be quite close to home being in Southeast Asia. They really want to get there and make an appearance. Maybe for the only time in front of friends and family so close to home. So this Southeast Asian qualifiers will have a little bit of extra heart in it than the other qualifiers because you're playing for a place at home.
Radiant team back.
First bans Bat and Beastmaster, so heavy lockdown being banned from Atlantis. Not enjoying playing against the Beastmaster last game. Marcy and the Primal Beast taken out from Neon again. I think they're excellent. I think that's really good first two picks. I don't think you, or first two bans. I don't think you want to be playing against a Marcy or a Primal Beast at all. I think they're just a little too overtuned right now, and might even be like a mini patch before TI. I think just to address those two heroes because they just seemed very strong.
10 seconds.
First picks for Atlantis, Death Prophet once again, and this time with the Tusk, so a little bit of save with Snowball, but also Mass Burst coming out with the Tag Team and the Walrus Punch. Neon decided to grab the Chen once again. That Sustain worked really well, and the Earthshaker. So they're very happy with their two supports from game one. The Earthshaker able to disrupt a lot of those engagements with a Fissure, and Chen just being able to sustain and his team and keep most people alive through any burst. And that was the main issue Atlantis had moving into that late game. You know, they had the hexes, they had the spears, but they just couldn't dish out enough damage. The second bans, Bloodseeker, Visage, and Quap for Atlantis. Timbersaw, the Night Stalker, and Puck for Neon. So both teams not wanting to get cheesed by particular heroes. But with Bloodseeker taken out, you may consider a Timber, although that is banned. So you may consider the Pangolier. Might just be that you don't like playing against Bloodseeker with a Death Prophet on your team. You know, that's pretty understandable as well. Death Prophet wants to move around in the fight, keep those Spirit Siphons going, so might just not want to play against the Death Prophet there. With the Visage banned out, just countering that sort of timing push that Neon could bring as well, and Quap with the mass damage. Now, Enigma is picked. Now, what did I say in the first draft of this series? I said Enigma is becoming less and less of a first phase ban. In fact, I don't think he's deserving of a ban at the moment at all. Unless you make it to second phase. I think he's a second phase ban, not a first phase ban. Because now in second phase, you have limited options as to how to deal with this Enigma. You first pick your Chen Earthshaker, so you don't leave any room for a Vengeful Spirit. You don't really leave any room for a Support Silencer. You don't really leave any room for a Warlock. So the Enigma in the second phase is a really strong pick. First phase, I think it is absolute garbage tier pick now. And I'm not understanding the first round bans that are coming out on it continually still. Not this game, but generally so. But in this draft, second phase, you see the Chen and Earthshaker. Ember is picked up. It's a completely free Enigma game. You'd have to pick a Warlock core or a Silencer core to try and have a clear count of that black hole. If you don't have a clear count of the black hole, it's very scary, and all of a sudden this Enigma becomes this hero that you would want to ban out. You want to make sure it doesn't get through. So maybe just a moment, a lapse in judgment there from Neon, not banning out in that second phase. The Night Stalker ban is quite interesting to me. Omni Knight and Bristle, the two picks. So Omni Knight just dealing with the physical damage between Sleight of Fist and the Bristleback, who's going to be hitting for close to 1,000 if he makes it to level 25. That's a lot of physical damage. Nice strong dispels from the Heavenly Grace to break the lockdown from the Earthshaker, possibly the chains as well. So Omni Knight, I'm really liking the Omni Knight pick this game. What that does show, yeah, the Tusk will be most likely the other support. Enigma the 3, mid Death Prophet. Last bans, ban out the Ursa and the TA, so banning out the safe laners for Atlantis. Atlantis, on the other hand, take out the Pango and the Doom, getting rid of the offlaners. Plenty still available. In terms of safe lane, I'd love to see something a little bit... I was going to say a little bit funky, but it's a fairly consistent pick there. Terrorblade's been strong. Not the meta carry of the qualifiers, but certainly has been successful. Neon have this last pick off lane, and I hate to say it, but Mars is still in the draft. Does provide lockdown. You sort of want that for the Bristle to get into the fight. You want a little bit of chaos so that the goo and spikes can start to add up. The bristles. Underlord is there. Good against physical damage coming out from Terrorblade, and the Death Prophet would be a good aura builder. But I guess Chen wants to already build the auras now. So you want the disruption in the team fight with the Brewmaster. So Neon grabbed the Brew. It'll probably be Enru playing the Brew. Yes, it is. Avatar mod on the mid Ember. Play hard on the 4 Earthshaker once again. Fortune Soul on the 1 Bristleback, and Chen will be played by the 5 hero played by C. Atlantis, Mango Rose this time, and not the Clinks. It'll be the Terrorblade, position 1. Ponyo on the 5 Omni Knight. WS on the offlane Enigma. Yad on the 4 Tusk. And Wonder Boy again on the mid DP. So, predictions for this game, there is no counter to a black hole. The closest thing I can see is maybe getting a basher on Ember Spirit so you can potentially sleight of fist Enigma and get a bash proc. And who knows, maybe that's what Avatar mod might resort to, because otherwise, once you get that BKB black hole, nothing's stopping it this game. There are no natural counters. No creeps that Chen can pick up that will get the job done. Certainly Enigma can get caught. There's plenty of catch on the side of Neon. You know, between the Earthshaker and the Brew, Ember Spirit jumping around, they're going to be looking for WS wherever he is. They want to find the catch on him, but if they don't, then Enigma, Purification damage on top, Death Prophet with the Exo, and then Terrorblade is coming through with the meta, and the Reflection is going to deal a lot of damage, and possibly even just you know, cause a few frame drops with that Reflection coming out on top of a black hole. We'll quickly do our predictions here once we get our camera sorted out. Thank you. Which team will win? I think Atlantis. Atlantis is coming back with this one. Total number of player deaths by 25. Oh, 16 there. I love Dota so much as well. It's a great game. Just by 10 minutes. 6 to 10. First hero with a triple kill. I mean, maybe Wonder Boy. I don't know. Let's see. The ward gets placed down on this bottom high ground. Maybe snipe some couriers with that one. Otherwise, other wards haven't yet been placed. WS didn't scout anything out for the time being, but we'll get the idea that maybe it's not safe on that side of the map. Atlantis still haven't planted
30 seconds to battle.
Any wards? Wonderful. Yeah, both obs still not planted, so just keeping their cool at the moment. Not wanting to plant those obs too early. Want to get a little bit of additional value. The risk is, of course, that you know Neon have planted their wards already, and they'll see where you put yours down. Runes are spawning. Looks like it'll just be this one here might be contested. Fortune Soul will just run away. And the rune will be claimed, so that'll be 2 apiece. And heading into our lanes, we'll see. In the mid lane, it will be Avatar mod for Neon, playing up against Wonder Boy once again on the Death Prophet. In the safe lane for Atlantis, it will actually be WS going down there with the Enigma, and I think there'll be a TP from a support in a moment. He'll be laning up against Wonder Boy, and C on the Chen and Fortune Soul on the Bristleback. They do get the lane switch, seeing him coming down with that ward. In the top lane, Mango Rose will be on the TB, supported by probably, I'm not sure, maybe Aryad's going to hang around here on the Tusk. And for the time being, Ponyo, he's getting a courier. Nice little courier snipe there by the Omni Knight. We'll just grab that yoinking on the way through. Securing the range creep there from Playhard. Very important you get that last one. And so WS will get a nice little bit of solo XP underneath the tower to begin with. Get him to level 2 quite quickly. In the top lane, they want to go for the first blood. The tag team's there along with the Hammer of Purity, and first blood goes over to Atlantis. Mango Rose with the meta will get the last hit. So pretty happy with that one on this TB on the top lane with the first use of meta. You certainly want to get a kill out of it and secure that early lane. Because once that meta is down, you are quite short on abilities to help yourself. While he's still sitting underneath the tower, I think they're just going to continue tri-laning up here. Aryad's still around, and Ru's been chased down. Tag team still around. Ponyo, level 1. They see him. I think they could get a kill here if they committed over. They have a ward on the lane. Just denying. Keeping the lane back somewhat. And it's going to be very hard for Neon to contest this lane now if the tri-lane hangs around here. Mango Rose has a level in reflection to help get the kills. Someone might have to TP bottom to help out at WS soon. 2, they have the shards. And in they go. Play hard, he's going to be caught. They're going to go for him. Hammer of Purity comes out. There's the shards blocking him in. Fissure, it's actually being block on block at the moment. So a lot of damage thrown over to Play Hard, but not enough to get the kill. But that's pretty happy still for Atlantis. Sort of forcing him out. Mid lane, Wonderboy 11 and 3 to Avatar Mods 12 and 1. So very even in this mid lane for the time being. And I mean, WS is pretty happy down here. As long as his Eidolons don't die before they get to replicate from the quills of Fortune Soul. I want to feed those ones away. 15 last hits. In the top lane, they're still doing a little chase onto Enru. Onjo, this level 1 Hammer of Purity is actually pretty good. Doing a good job. At least making him respect the Omni Knight for the time being. Yeah, but everyone has to respect the Omni Knight. He just comes running at you. Bottom lane, WS underneath the tower does have 2 stacks up. Level 3 on the Bristleback for the time being, so it shouldn't be too hard. Play hard, he's scattered out. And eventually, the Tusk Aryad will make his way bottom. Stop that pull from coming off and help out this Enigma. And who knows, with a shard and a tag team, with the Eidolon sitting, they might get a decent amount of damage onto Fortune Soul. Probably the Quills will kill the Eidolons before too much damage comes out, but it might just be enough to harass him. He wants to get the change here. Top lane. Enru getting pretty low. Saving the second skill point on Ponyo for the time being. Probably will go in for that purification, just more pure damage. It is good for turning around some kills. And then maybe just max out that Heavenly Grace. Or just the one in the Heavenly Grace for the strong dispel early and then go back to the purification. Fortune Soul, it's got to be careful. It might just take a bit of damage here. No, they're not interested. Even with the Maleficus level 1 facing towards him. Not too interested in committing spells on this Bristleback with the Ring of Health. They'd have to get the kill from full to nothing, and they're not confident they can do that for the time being. Wonderboy now is level 3. Does value the levels in Crypt Swarm over Spirit Siphon. I'm actually surprised how much this shield is soaking up. I mean, when you look at it, 295. 295. That's not as, I thought it would be a bit more. This is 225 plus the Spirit Siphon coming out at 50 per second. I guess so. I guess after resistances, fair enough. That magic absorb is going to do enough work. And see the build from Wonderboy. Wants to be able to burst through that shield fast as he can, but even with the level in Crypt Swarm level 3, it's just not quite enough. And for the time being, game is just slowing down a little bit. Ponyo and Playhard both made their way mid to help their mid laners, make sure they don't get picked off. Down bottom, the mana is quite low on Fortune Soul, and I think they, wait for the Soul Ring being used. And now they go in. Soul Ring, he's got lower health. Tag team, WS, Malphus comes out. The stacks though, WS has to be careful. I think Aryad's going to have to do it himself, but yeah, with his back turned and the level 3 quills, they will respect that Bristleback. You've seen it too many times. The Bristle just getting those quill procs. Top lane, Mango Rose did get stunned up. Cinderbrew out onto him, but won't be enough to threaten him in this lane. Ayad's here, 2 in tag team, so plenty of physical damage to be used. 6 Exorcism available, as so is Fire Remnants. Top lane, they won't quite get the catch. As we switch over to net worth, we see that it is the Terrorblade, 3.2k net worth, so leading net worth charts at the moment. Bristleback, about 300, 400 gold behind. WS could be in trouble. He's being dove. But the TPs are coming out. Will it just be the creeps that get the job done? Level in Heavenly Grace to keep WS just alive. And I think it was the lack of mana on Fortune Soul meant they didn't dive just then. But he knows how close he is to just getting this kill. We'll get the Warpath now level 6, and dives could be coming bottom quite soon. I think with a rotation from mid, Ember Spirit could easily get some kills and a tower in the bottom lane. Down. No silence, but I mean the Remnants, he's panicking a little bit. Will eventually get away. Exorcism used though, will get used on the tower. He's going down. Chen rotating in, only level 3 at the moment. Can be seen as he walks up the high ground, and it's Ponyo here. He TP's out. I think the damage will be there fast enough. It will. Wonder Boy with the level 2 in the Spirit Siphon does get the job done as he tries to TP away. It always sucks trying to TP out and you get killed, and that TP's on cooldown. You can't get back out on the map quickly if needed. Most supports would walk their way out to the lane anyway. You know, saving that TP to try and rotate to help out a core. But maybe not this early on, only 7 minutes in. Mango Rose foregoing the point in Sunder, so no Sunder at the moment. Your lane, they're going on Avatar mod again, but he's got a Remnant. Will walk his way away. Going for Desolator first on Avatar mod, so wants to go straight into this physical damage build. Be able to maybe get through the Terrorblade with all the innate armor he has, and more likely wanting to cut through the other members of the team of Atlantis. You know, not so much the Terrorblade, but just trying to kill the Enigma, maybe the Death Prophet with a lack of armor early until you get some value armor. 10 value armor, it seems to be pretty common these days from the plate mail. Brewmaster has had a pretty lackluster start. Level 6 now, which is really all that matters. Has the Inner Shadows, can maybe start getting some charges, but bottom of the net worth for the cause. Enigma though, pretty similar, not too far behind. Oh, the shards miss. Oh, that would have been a huge catch with Wonder Boy coming in. He could have sustained, popped the Arcane Rune, and had plenty of damage to get through that Bristleback. Black Hole is ready. Mana Boots as well, though. So, Malphus comes out. Will do a little bit of damage to Fortune Soul. Oh, but look, the Quills. They build up so quickly. They're coming back through. I think they want to get the kill. Exo is popped. We'll actually find Terrorblade dies in the top lane. Will he just TP out? He knows there's a Black Hole. But WS, he's sort of dying. Malphus will be enough, and Ghost will get the job done. While that was happening up in the top lane, or in the triangle actually, there was a movement over onto the Terrorblade. He did get taken out with the primal split. That's how he did die there. So kills on pos ones both sides of the map. Ember moving in, not yet the Deso, but has the Blightstone, so a little bit of physical amp. Mid lane, TPs are coming in. They've caught Tusk. He's sort of gone in, but Mango Rose is here dealing damage. Both initiators will go down, and Rue has no primal split now. WS is here with the Maleficent, and it should be enough damage. Ooh, not quite enough with the Midnight Pulse coming down, but on the other side of the river, Chen is taken by Wonder Boy. Spirit Siphon getting the job done. And Rude just be able to walk away with that extra movement speed from the Storm Brawler. Illusion just scouting out the mid lane. No Echo yet on Play Hard. But that will be enough for the side of Atlantis to push them back. Ponyo has this pos 5. Actually, Ponyo and Aryad are pretty low levels. Well, not levels, but low farm. Not being very happy with what they have yet at the moment at all. Just brown boots, really. So they haven't had the best early games. Trying to get level 6 here at the moment. The tier 1 tower, it's under siege. I think it will go down. Primal Split's available in 22. Have to be careful if Atlantis want to come and fight this, that it will be available quite soon. Vlad's being made on Brew, so we'll have the aura up and running. I've already called out. Actually, it's a Blightstone into a Maelstrom, so changing away from the Desolator for the time being. Playhard will most certainly work towards a Blink as soon as he has the gold. Ponyo now has the Arcane Boots, maxed out Purification, wants to be able to push lanes a little bit like he is here. And there's a 3-man smoke with Primal Split, Echo, oh, not quite, yeah, he's close, almost level 6. Avatar mode, half meta is claritying up. Aryad will find him out, dodges the fissure with the roll, has a hit if he can get in, will use it over onto the Ember, but your Purification, he might just live a little longer. Fiend, slow him down. There's the hammer. Are there rotations coming? Pigging out, but it's not enough. The last Slide Fish will get the job done. TP's away. And with the Primal Split, they're still trying to find this Omni Knight. Has a bit of duration left remaining. Trying to juke around. Stuns there, and with Avatar mod coming in with the slights, it will be enough. Bottom lane, Exorcism has been popped. The silence is onto this Bristleback. They're trying to get him. Black Hole is committed on top, and there's no way he's getting out of this one. Wonder Boy with the Arcane Rune Exorcism. He might just chase down more. He's still going. There is no Primal Split. There is an Echo, though. Will he die? Actually gets another one. The Ghostly TP's out. Oh, not quite enough. He's still... They're going in. How deep are they going here? Wonder Boy. He's feeling very strong with the Arcane Rune. Exorcism, very good value, getting the 5 and the 1 of Neon on this bottom lane. Playhard not being able to really do enough to stop Wonderboy from charging through with this extra movement speed with the Windlace. And of course, the percentage movement speed now from the Exo. Meta popped on the mid lane, and the mid tower will fall. They want to defend this. Playhard, he's spotted. He's in trouble. They see him. Echo used, but Snowball dodges it. And with the meta damage coming through, just immediately dead on that Earthshaker. Avatar mod tries to force Mango Rose back with this meta form popped. I think they want to commit on trying to get a kill. Sunder is available. They will just back up. We'll have to lose that mid tier 1. It's a sacrifice they're willing to make at this stage. No levels early in Divine Favor. That's not even the 1. Double level in Penitence. Penitence. I can get there eventually. So, I mean, this is really a early game push, push strat with the Divine Favor. You get the armor, you get the regen, and you can really just sustain a team as they push a lane, but not so much now. 3 in Holy Persuasion, 2 in the Penitence, 1 just in the Hand of God. Neon are moving bottom, but it looks like Atlantis get the memo and move out before anything too drastic happens. Ember, silence up. It's going to be pretty hard for this Ember to deal with this silence until he has a BKB. He just has no way to get rid of it. Roll comes through. Catch isn't quite there. There'll be a punch. Chains come out. Avatar mod is actually happy to trade. Says, I'll fight you, but not for too long. Not if your support's coming over. I'll remnant away down to the bottom side of the map. Having some waves, Avatar mod, so I think he sort of went south, but did cut back to the mid lane. Got that creep wave, and might even run into Mango Rose here. Yeah, he will. Mango Rose, not really too disturbed by him. We'll just keep farming. Locking up the Ancients camps. Oh, that's actually no, he slided. He slided when the Ancients spawned, so he didn't actually get the block. I mean, He was standing there to get that block and then just it didn't come off. Black hole in 31. He's getting dove. There's a primal split battle. TP coming in from the Omni Knight. Has an ultimate. Guardian Angel comes out trying to protect WS, but there's so much magical damage coming through. And the Omni Knight's just thrown up into the air. Meanwhile, fight's coming through. There is Wonder Boy, but he's tossed again. They can't really fight into this primal split. There's just too much control. Ponyo does try to get one last Heavenly Grace, but it won't be enough. Ayad's caught as well. Enru being chased down through the trees. Actually, the shards won't even block off Wonder Boy. No, it won't be enough. No Blink Dagger. He is just relying on a little bit of help from his team to run it away. And it'll probably be enough. With the Storm Brawler once again being used to run away, it's very, very speedy. And that's an Exorcism popped. You lose 2 on this bottom lane. Your Enigma and your Omni Knight. The tower took a little bit of damage. So it might take more, because then they go again. Tusk is in trouble. Will roll up, has a punch if necessary. Shards to try and keep himself alive. In fact, it's the bunker strat. He is alive, but the Chen right clicks will get the job done. And now, with the creep, the Chen army's here. The Zoo has been unleashed. And the tier 2 tower is under siege yet again. Play hard, not with the Blink Dagger yet, although I get the feeling it's just being sent out. He's got no gold, so I think there's a fresh Blink coming. Blink as well on the Enigma. I believe it is on its way, so... Initiation for both sides coming in. Who will be able to get the jump? W3 has it, along with the Midas. Play hard. Where's his Blink Dagger? I think there's one coming. He has no gold. Where's his Courier? No, he just has no... That feels bad, man. He just has no gold. Well, play hard. That's a sad one. No gold for you. I thought he's sitting on 0 gold. He must have bought that Blink Dagger, but no. Play hard, unfortunately, is just a little bit poor. Aghanim Scepter is up on Fortune Soul, and this is the timing. Can Atlantis fight against this Aghanim Scepter Bristleback? Very, very strong. Level 10 with the mana regen. Can spam it out quite a lot. And they just want to go late with WS. And he knows the build. There's no Vlads this game. He's going straight in. Wants the Blink. Wants the BKB. Probably wants an Ags and a Refresher as well. There is a smoke, but counter smoke as well for Atlantis. Neon moving over to the Roast Pit. Not really wanting to take it at the time being, but I want to pick off the Terrorblade. They know he's somewhere up in the top lane. At the moment, Mango Rose, he's hiding in the trees. Those footprints, they're going to give you away. Quick. Hide the footprints. They will hide as he gets into the tree, but they're going to see the illusion. TP comes out just in time. The fissure won't catch. The smoke doesn't spell. And they know that he is gone after sending out that last conjure image. Avatar mod actually went away from the BKB. This is quite surprising. Has an invis room bottled up. Didn't actually want the way to dispel the silence. It's pretty rough. You've got a silence on this DP. It's going to keep getting longer. It's 3 seconds at the moment. 6 seconds at max duration is pretty insane. And no way to dispel it. Just going for the Sange. Dangerous build from Avatar mod. It's Vodska. Welcome into the stream. I'm doing pretty well today. This is the second game of the night. T1 was fire yesterday. Oh yeah, it was absolutely great. Arna and Thompson looked to gel wonderfully in the team. Yeah, I think the only concern for T1 was that there'd be a lack of team chemistry, but the team chemistry just looked like it was there. No issue at all. They just fitted in, no issue. So they look like an absolute threat in this qualifier. Jump in with the silence, and stun follows up. Remnant away to the side. Fortune Soul is in onto the Tusk. Fissure will save him for the time being. Slight's coming out. Tusk will go down to Fortune Soul, and he's on a rampage. He wants to keep chasing. This is the timing for this Bristleback. He doesn't really care. He just keeps running in. Now there's a primal split. They might throw Wonder Boy into the air, so no Death Prophet. He's going to be isolated from his team, and with the supports dead, he's sort of waiting on a huge black hole to come out here. WS waiting off to the side. Death Prophet still living with the BKB. Exorcism comes out. Meta has been popped. And WS just waiting on the side of the fight. Midas, please, get the value. Get the value. I think Neon showed a fair bit of restraint there. They felt like they could run that down. They were very, very strong. But if you get Black Hole with a meta and an Exo running on top, it would have been in trouble. And they go with the blink. There is no primal split on this Brewmaster and just die immediately. Fissure tries to slow everyone down. They will get the initiate back, but into the Rose Pit they go. Fortune Soul, you gotta be careful. Mango Rose, he's been farming as well. In fact, he's got 2k more net worth than you. He's got a Skadi. He's not really that scared of this Bristleback, at least not in meta form. Once the meta expires with the Exo though, Neon step boldly back into the pit. Do have this blink. Black Hole, but without the BKB, it's very hard to get it done with the Earthshaker hanging off to the side, holding that Fissure, ready to cancel. 1,000 gold. About 1,200 off the blink themselves. It's a very slow Rosh. They're trying to delay it for as long as possible. Around the shards he goes. Vision in the pit. Avatar Mod has rejoined the fight, has the Fire and Sange. But I think Atlantis make the call to just let that one go, and maybe could have made the call a little bit earlier actually and just went and kept farming because they need this BKB on Enigma. It is unchallenged this game. If you get that BKB, whoever is inside that black hole will probably die. And Chen has a lot of heals. Maybe you got to catch the Chen as well. It's going to be hard to catch him on the back line. Just have to rely on the damage coming out from the DP and Terrorblade to get anything done. DD in the bottom river. I think it's possibly scouted out from both teams. Playhard just body blocking at the moment, and the deny will come through. Look at that. Nice little conjure image there. Coming out and denying that DD rune. So no DD for Bristleback, but he doesn't really need it because let's look at his damage. Only level 2 Warpath at the moment, but even with the stacks up, it's more than double damage he's getting. Aegis online, they can't really fight this. They have to avoid. Yeah, you got to get out of there. WS, go and farm up that BKB. That is what the team needs right now. Rest of the team, they bailed. They're nowhere near the base. They are on the other side of the map, farming up, hitting creeps, trying to get some levels, trying to get any of the items they can online. Walrus Kick being queued up. The Scepter for Tusk, wanting to get the Bristleback out of the fight maybe. Kick him right into the base where they can deal with him twice. Away from the rest of his team. That might be the plan. Isolate Fortune Soul. And see if they can get the damage done. Ayad comes back. We'll just throw out the shards. A little bit of damage, but look at the damage. Plus 275. This guy hurts. Desolator was completely ignored on Avatar Mod. And instead going now for the BKB. So we'll have a way to dispel that silence soon, but not for the time being. And Rue has the ultimate up as well. Level 1 in Primal, close to getting level 2. Wraith Pack is on the deck. We'll see that Avatar Mod has gone top lane, but he has a Remnant out, so yeah, they might be pinging it. Might get the first life on Fortune. Trying to get it out, but it's not enough. He just turns his back and doesn't even need to use the BKB. Just sustains with the innate damage reduction, that back damage reduction. Of course, it's 40% additional, but he still has, 56% physical resist and 32% magical resist just innately on all sides. And then that's on the back. Smoke is coming. They want to find TB, although they might cut back through. Ults are here. Ayad is going to be found. Snowball will save a little bit of time heading over to the Brewmaster. Blinks out, but look who's here. It's the Bristleback. He's looking to run it down. Tusk is in all sorts of trouble. He threw out the Walrus Punch, but he was collapsed on all sides. And TB, Mango Rose, still farming. Wants to have damage. Recognizes that the Bristleback can't die without a bit of physical burst. Got to have enough to get through the heals of this Chen. And certainly would like to have maybe the Reflection leveled up a bit more as well. He's going for the attributes. I mean, Reflection would be, I think, pretty valuable because... Well, actually... Enigma is caught out in the bottom lane. Was that an Echo Slam committed? Yeah, that's an Echo used. And all the remnants on Avatar mod, so BKB wasn't even used there, but it's not too much of an issue. As the BKB respawning in 30 seconds, not really going to be much of a concern. But TB might want the reflection leveled up to use against this Bristleback. You know, Bristle's got a lot of damage to use against himself. Out comes the Maelstrom procs and drops to about half health. He's got to be careful here. Punched up. Ages for another 55. There's the shards. Holding him in. He'll just walk around. Meta is used. Mango Rose wants to go in. Doesn't yet have the crit stick. And with meta used, I mean, that's just very clear go back. There's no way they can catch him. I don't think the rest of the team was on the same thinking path as Mango Rose there. You know, Mango Rose, he has avoided the team fights, been fighting around the other side of the map, just farming. And he comes back to the fight and it's sort of like, I'm here now, let's go. But the team was not on board. Meta will expire. And that will be a good timing for Neon. Saying that though, the Aegis is going in 8 seconds. So both teams losing a resource that they did have temporarily. At least in the last 30 seconds. Avatar mod has the BKB online, so no more pesky silence to lock him down. BKB almost ready on Enru, 140 gold away, so the Brew will have Blink initiation to follow up this Earthshaker. See? As the Holy Locker as well as the mech, only the level 1 Hand of God, so we'll try and get towards that level 2 ulti to increase that burst heal, and of course the sustained heal afterwards. I think a lot of people know, but it's initial heal plus the heal per second, so very, very powerful in that way. Wonder Boy, 15. As the BKB as well. Down to 8 seconds. And he's very, very much alone here. There is a ward scouting out. If he shows here, he could just get caught by the Earthshaker. He knows he has to hide in the trees. Otherwise, the damage will come thick and fast. They throw up a ward on the high ground. And catch WS here, actually, under the ward vision. They'll catch it if he walks around, but he's behind the trees. Use up the refresher. Out comes the ultimate Primal Split. Blinking. There's the big black hole. It's caught onto the Bristleback. There's nothing they can do. He's dead. The Primal Split was caught in that black hole as well, so there was no way to negate any damage coming through. And they know with that blink black hole, they can get it. Actually, big turnaround Echo Slam onto 4. Guardian Angel coming out, but it's not enough. I think they've committed in too hard here, Neon. They thought they could get the turn. Avatar mod BKB used, doesn't have any more remnants. He's running, uses the shackles, blocks from WS. Roll comes through, another punch, purification, and it's a 4 wipe or 4-man dead on Neon. And really, they could have just walked away there. They could have just walked away with the Bristleback dead. Your top net worth hero, you could have just walked away and just taken the loss as it was. You know, black hole on cooldown, reset, come back with Bristleback and look to take the fight. But no, they try and turn it. Bit of a surprise with the Echo, but it's not enough. Omni Knight's there with the Guardian. Fortune Soul knows he's pretty much unkillable right now with no black hole available. Although they might just go in. I think, is he overplaying his hand? Silence on top. BKB is used. And Enru comes through. No Primal Split though. BKB is expiring. Wonder Boy trying to get the Soul Siphons off. They might just get down. Enru will make it up to the high ground, just living. Tusk to try and get the kill. Will pop the vision down, but Mango Rose, he's going ham with the meta in the back lines. The Bristle goes down. So the supports of Atlantis sacked as they tried to get up that ramp, but all the while they were just blocking the rest of Neon from supporting the Bristleback, and that's 2 deaths on the Bristleback now. Mango Rose has the Silver Edge, can get the break, and this Terrorblade is now the boss of the game. 6k ahead. Certainly not going to have any issues scaling forward, and if you're in this game right now, 6k lead. Actually, trying to catch. There's the shackles. Siles comes out. BKB is available. Fissure being queued up. They might just catch out WS will go BKB, trying to walk away. TP with the sustain from the Omni Knight. It's enough. Purification plus the Heavenly Grace gets the Enigma out of there. Just trusts Ponyo into his hands. Says, I'll offer you a prayer, Omni Knight, and press the BKB TP away. And Ponyo says, I'll answer it. Here, have a heal. Have some extra strength. So, heading into the late game, you know, I think certainly you'd want to be on the side of the Terrorblade and the Enigma. Neon, they've had their timing in this game. The Bristleback, he's falling behind. Yeah, he's still got these core items, but that's all it. He hasn't really built into Satanic or Basher. You know, any other further items, they're just waiting. Black Hole's available, but no BKBs, and they know the break comes out. They have to find Fissure is used. It's a 3-man echo, but the blink in immediately cancels with the Echo Slam. Guardian Angel is up. Exorcism popped out as well. They're probably trying to disengage at the moment. Neon with the Exorcism down. Silence onto the Ember Spirit. 3-man. Fissure with the follow-up stun. So, rolling through on our head, trying to get the punch up. And there is working, but the Ghosts, they're not doing enough work. Wonder Boy's being left alone. Ponyo in trouble as well. Terrorblade did go back, but the TP BKB out from the Death Prophet will get him home. And it's just a risky fight to take. Mango Rose in the middle of the fight. Actually, does that meta? Is he thinking about going in here? We'll use it with the meta. As he has the BKB, he does. He needs to get it off. There it is. We'll keep hitting. Down goes the Chen. Down, no more heals. And they could turn around and kite this Terrorblade. Kill him from afar, but he's going in still. Meta's up. He wants to fight. Sunder is available. He's level 20. Onja Image is going to last an additional 10 seconds. So those illusions, they last for a long time. Certainly, I think they can't Black Hole without the BKB available. You know, they make the call there. They see that the Fissure was used, but you know, Earthshaker still has an Echo Slam available. And even if he's along the line of that Fissure, he can just Echo on the spot and get the Echo with the Shard. With the Shard, he can get that Echo along with the Aftershock and get the stun out. So I don't think they can Black Hole without the BKB. Hopefully, for the side of Atlantis, they learn that in the next fight. Don't use Black Hole without BKB. The two have to be put together. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Movements from Neon down the river. They see Roche. It's up, and in they go. Fortune Soul working towards his next item. In fact, it's being sent out. It's an AC completed, and in it goes. No more wand. The AC, additional physical damage, negation, and amplification for the side of Neon. Are they just going to give it up? It's a 3-man smoke. Neon trying to scout out what's happening on the high ground. WS. No intention of going in, and the Roche will go down. It's the Aegis and the Shard, so Hairball is online. They've caught WS, but there's the BKB used. But they're going to miss the timing again. I think they have to be more careful with this Enigma. If now they're just free to go. He's got Black Hole up in 14, but it's no use. It's no use. There's no BKB. And with Neon knowing that, they can play freely on the map. It's only when this Black Hole and BKB are ready. I mean, that's a little bit irresponsible being so far out there from the Enigma, having to pop that BKB to live. It might have been better just to die and keep the BKB so you can respawn with it and go straight away. The Earthshaker will always hang off to the side. If they know that there is no BKB, he'll be hanging off, waiting to cancel. Yeah, there aren't that many other ways. Realistically, it's just the toss from the Earth Panda, the stun from the Earth Panda that can get it done. Apart from the Earthshaker, but if the Earthshaker has still got spells available, he can and will cancel it. Wonder Boy has that value armor plate mail against it. Comes in Mango Rose with the break. We'll just force him back with the reflection, taking a fair bit of damage onto Fortune Soul, but he has an Aegis for 3 minutes 34. They want to try and get the kill first, trying to kill these Primal Split Brewlings. And Rue, it will actually expire. Punch comes through, the break onto the Bristleback as well. Doesn't get caught. Very close. Does have to be careful of his own illusion. That can get on top of him. Will hurt a lot. Slight chains coming out, trying to get the harass back. The melee racks will fall. And the side of Neon will back away. Some mangoes on a Fortune Soul. Get himself up and ready to fight again. Hairball, of course, the shard upgrade he got from Roche. So get those additional stacks. Movement coming out. They have everything. They have the BKB Black Hole. Exorcism popped and they get the first life. WS, he's hanging off the side. Is he just gonna drop it on it? Yes, he will. Right on top. But it's cancelled by a bash. Sleight of fist. Oh no! Guardian Angel comes out. Fortune Soul, he's still alive. Break. Mango Rose is trying to get on top of him. But catching the Enigma in the backline. The Tusk will go down as well. Big Echo Slam onto the 2. Can he get the Sunder off? He's not quite dead yet. We'll get it off over on Andrew. Has the Satanic. Used it as well. Chen, damage coming out. This Terrorblade, he's a little too big with the meta online. Fortune Soul running back in. Buyback coming out from Chen. They want to have the heals available. Doesn't get the bash this time on the TP out. Andrew, oh no, this could have been a mistake. Blinking in, but Mango Rose, they're going to try and kite him. The meta is running out. Does get the help of his Omni Knight. Bash comes out once again, and now he's just the melee form. The kite can continue. Fortune Soul is trying to get on top, but back comes Death Prophet. Wonder Boy's back in with the Spirit Siphons. Doesn't really have many of them though. BKB is not ready either, and they're trying to get back home. The buyback comes out from Omni Knight. He needs the assistance. There's the repel. Heavenly Grace. Mango Rose still just living. Did pop Satanic again. The control. They can't really bring down this Terrorblade. He's got a lot of HP. Secondary. Primal Split is used. And they chased him back. Sort of know where he is. It's a reflection. Actually didn't get the blink cancel quite early enough there. My goodness, we called it out. I said in the draft we could have a hypothetical basher on Avatar mod to try and cancel this black hole, and he gets the bash with the Sleight of Fist. Working towards the Abyssal as well. Wants to be able to slide through and pop out the Abyssal. Is it a Lincoln's then on the Enigma? And just going for the refresher. Wants to have 2 of them. What a moment in the match. Certainly if NeonEsports are to win this one, that will be a highlight. And probably a turning point for Atlantis. If they can't continue with this momentum, they would have had the Bristleback twice. But things will be reset. BKB is available again. Black Hole up in 30. Almost Relic actually as well. 15% spell damage. And Refresher is close to being online if he wants to buy out for it, but will not have a buyback available. If we check buybacks right now, it's just the Terrorblade, the Bristle, and the Brew. Mostly short on money. It's just the Chen, Tusk, and Omni Knight that are short in terms of gold. In terms of monies, rather. Not the gold side.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Brew working towards the Aghanim Scepter, getting the Primal Companion. Tend to see that as a bit more of an early game spike, not so much the late game, but I guess if you can get yourself a Panda, get that Cyclone Panda and just toss Wonder Boy up into the air after your Primal Split goes down, and that could be really, really powerful. Mango Rose as well. If you can just get him into the air, use the secondary Cyclone, that's probably the primary reason here. He's bought out. Refresher is online. Wants to go for an Octarine Core next. Wants those lowered cooldowns. Say the Aghanim Scepter could be fairly decent as well. Percentage damage against the Bristleback. But the side of Neon, they're huddled up. They are playing a little bit scared now. I mean, they're just living on a wing and a prayer at the moment. They are just hoping, like they did in that last fight, that Sleight of Fist catches a bash on the Enigma. That's it. Has the Abyssal, so can Slight and Abyssal at the same time if he's fast enough and knows where the Enigma is. But that is the play right now. So we will expect a Slight Abyssal to cancel this black hole through BKB, but there is the refresher ready. Mana could be an issue. 500, 500, 350. Won't have enough if he's not on full. Doesn't have a Soul Ring. Actually, top lane, Ahad's been caught. He's just going to try and run to the trees, making as much space as possible. The Tusk will go down this top lane. Actually, the mana situation is a real issue for WS. I mean, he's an int hero, but 3.6 per level doesn't really have enough right now. Guess with the mana boots, we'll have to make sure he gets a well-played arcane. But, you know, double black hole, that's 1,000. Double BKB, that's 1,100. You got the refresher in there as well. That's 1,450. And if you throw any other spells down, he's already over the max mana he has. So, mana boots, 175. It's not really enough. This is why he's going into the Etherlens, into the Octarine Core. He just needs a bit of, flat mana as well, just to cast all his spells. I don't think he actually has enough, really, to do full double combo here. Might just have enough to get a second black hole off, but that will be about it. Smoke comes out. Prophet is not here. Currently was in the top lane. And TB has the completed Bloodthorn. No boots. Has the Bloodthorn available. We'll just stand and deliver. That is the plan. WS coming forward. Side of Neon on this. Actually get the Blink Punch over onto the Brewmaster. And with the Hex follow-up. Just dead.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
TD now on the TB. It's a lot of damage. That Hex on Wonder Boy, making sure that lockdown was complete and the kill did initiate. Smoked up again behind the TB. We'll start hitting the towers. Slightly curious. He had a lot of movement speed because of the smoke there. I was like, how does he have 450 movement speed with no boots? He's back down to 346, as I would expect, without any boots on him. Wonder Boy smoking bottom. They're trying to see if anyone's around, but everyone's just up top. Side of Neon are still in their base. They haven't really moved out. They have to be fearful of this black hole. It is purely the Sleight of Fist. Now, 2 charges is a quarter of a level away. So I think it'd be very tempted to take those 2 charges, having 2 opportunities to cancel the black hole. Onyo might get scattered out here in the river. You're going to find the Omni Knight. That's the target you want to find. Shards, try and save. 4 staff back up the high ground. Actually kicks him across. The Hex is following. They're on top of him. He's broken. Bristleback, he's just going to die. Maybe the crits. He's feared away. He will go down. Has a buyback. WS pops the BKB. Bash through the Sleight of Fist. Chen is dying to the Exo. BKB used. No black hole. Buyback on Bristle. And it's starting to look pretty dire for Neon. Into the Roche Pit they go with the Exo running. It's all the goodies. There's cheese. There's an Aghanim Scepter. Who are they going to pass it over to? Yeah, Death Prophets is pretty good. Maybe just the Omni Knight. Oh, Omni Knight Ags, please. Go ahead and give it to him. I know they probably want to give it to TB, but I think the Omni Knight Ags or the Enigma Ags are really the 2 they want to give it to here. Aghanim Scepter. As they catch up on the top line. Finding out the black hole. It's missed. The whiff is there. So Tusk does fall to the Echo. As we're chasing further over, fights on either side. He's been caught. Will he go out? Slowly getting chipped down. Has a refresher if he wants to use it. Blink in from Wonder Boy. Aeon Disc will proc. Fear is there though with the Hex. Rumble Split comes out. So he will last a little bit longer, throwing the Death Prophet up into the air. From the north side of the fight, Mango Rose is looking for a target. We'll find the Chen creeps, and this is the power of the Brewmaster. You can just throw people into the air forever. He's got another one. Up you go. Up you go. Now, who took the Aghanim's Blessing? It was the TB. I sort of Sort of disagree with that. He's queued it up now. You've already got it. Took the Terror Wave himself. I mean, please give it to the Omni Knight. Blink in onto the Ember Spirit. Feared away. Illusion Runes will be grabbed. Be forced just to run away, not popping that BKB. Finding a catch. Down will go the Earthshaker. Ayad all around the map at the moment with the kick and the punch. You're caught out of position. The kick will make you even further out of position at this point. I'm actually a little surprised they did put the Terror Wave on the Terror Blade. You know, the Omni Knight, Global, Guardian Angel, 10-second, 40% stash resist would have been really good. Anyway, the buyback comes out from Earthshaker. He does have Echo available. Onto the front line. TB has the Aegis for 3 more minutes. But he doesn't really care for the damage coming out at the moment. He just will heal up from the creeps. Enru slows him down with the Thunderclap, but onto the racks they go. Reflection comes out, giving a little bit of harass on the back line, but they're starting to pop it out. Meta is used. So good having the Omni Knight behind Ponyo with the Dispels. They start to stack up the goo and the quills, and it's just not enough. Demon Zeal will be used as well. Up on next, Pyrax. Silence comes out onto Andrew. Has no way to spell apart from proccing the Aeon Disc, and yeah, there it will go. No Aeon Disc now on Enru. So he can just die fairly easily. Glyph is used. Avatar mode still has this Abyssal to cancel the black hole. And hanging well back is the Enigma. He's actually over on the mid lane. We'll go deny to get some creeps. Demon Zeal popped again. And there is the end of the meta. Has a Terror Wave available. Backline Echo Slam comes through. Onto 2. Catches him. Black hole still available. Hand of God comes out. And Rue goes down, and they find him. They kick him away, actually. Guardian Angel, BKB used, and there's the black hole with Mango Rose hitting on top. Is there any way to cancel it? The refresher's not ready for another 8 seconds. They haven't actually got the damage. In comes Tusk with the punch, and he's dead for 114. No buyback. Hex out onto the Ember Spirit. The fear will come through as well. Broken. Demon Zeal, Mango Rose trying to get the damage done. BKB popped, and a Remnant away. Exo has just over half duration still, and they're running into the base. They know it's a 5v4. Buyback has been used. Kick back as well, and you're no longer with your team. That's a dieback onto the Brewmaster. The Walrus kicks are doing work. Heavenly Grace. Onyo saving Ayad from getting too low, and onto the tier 4s we go. We don't care about the Megas. And there's the second meta. It's used again. Refresher did get it back up online. Hex in the back line. There's going to be a fear coming out. He's feared up, and that is a dead Ember Spirit. Buyback as well. Tier 4s are still falling. Mango Rose has still 3/4 of a meta in the tank. Down. They find Play Hard. The Omni Knights there along with the Tusk. The 2 supports get the job done. Back up onto the high ground. It is 2v5. The tier 4s are falling, and there's not really much Neon can do to really stop it. GG's called. That's just it. The game's over. And there's a last black hole just for good measure. And game 2 will go to Atlantis. Leveling up the series 1-1, forcing it to a game 3. And I think it's going to be a close one.